All right, so today we're going to be breaking down TJR Trade's $1 million per month sales funnel. I'm not going to try to sound smart by using fancy words or anything like that. I'm not going to overcomplicate this funnel. I'm just going to go into detail on exactly why he does his stuff, what he does, and how he actually converts his audience into paying clients. I don't want to waste your time, and I'm excited to show you this, so let's just get straight into it. Starting off with his TikTok at 785,000 followers. One of one, floor boss, my full day trading blueprint. You're going to see the TikTok thing right here. Basically what he's done is that on every single one of his social medias, he's added that little bit of a handle. So he makes sure that he tracks his KPIs. He makes sure that he understands where people are coming from and how many people are coming from each social media. But basically TJR's personal brand relies on just being a guy who doesn't care about the world and doesn't care what people think. And a lot of people admire that and like that and relate to that personal brand. So they're really interested in what he does. Now, TikTok's main goal is to get traffic. As you can see, every once in a while, one of his videos will explode, 3.4 million, 200,000 views. All the rest of his videos are getting an average of 10,000 to up to 50,000 views. And basically what the TikTok's going to do is that it's going to introduce his personal brand, who TJR is, what he does, and just like what kind of human being he is, so that people who resonate with it, they stay, and the people who hate him, they just hate him. You have to have a group of people who absolutely love you, and then you also have to have a group of people who absolutely hate you. That's why controversial opinions and unique mechanisms work so well in the info product space. So now we're going to get into the big brother of the TikTok, which is his Instagram. Now, his Instagram is usually just thrown into the same boat as the TikTok, but Instagram is very different from TikTok and all of the other social medias, because although one of the goals of his Instagram is to get traffic, that's the same with every social media. The main goal of his Instagram is to, first of all, get people to like him, get people to trust him through social proof, and then also get people to be engrossed in his personal brand, and then finally convert them on the DMs. On the story highlights, he has an absolute crap ton of testimonials. He has 6 pages of testimonials. All of them have like 50 to 100 stories in each of them, and TJR makes sure that his testimonials are up to date. Older testimonials still work, and they definitely have an effect on your social proof, but having newer testimonials just make sure that people know that what you do actually still works and is up to date, and you're still getting results for your clients. In terms of the actual content, it's just the exact same stuff on his TikTok. He will also repost his top performing TikToks onto his Instagram just to reach a broader audience. For example, he got 3.4 million on this one, and he reposted it onto his Instagram to get almost 1 million again. And the views that TJR gets on his Instagram are absolutely crazy, because he gets like 200,000 to 500,000 views on average every single basically video. In the pinned videos, he just has what does your mentorship include? He's just going over exactly what his mentorship includes, as well as just a few case studies slash testimonials and screenshots of client results, as well as his own results. As you can see, he's again staying on brand, just posting absolutely random crap that has nothing to do with trading, and it's just going to be getting people to know him as that one guy who doesn't care what other people think. He'll also sometimes post lifestyle content. So for example, you fly to Miami to drive your Ferrari. He recently got a Ferrari, and that's just going to be a video introducing that. It got quite a few views, as you can see. Lifestyle content works really well. Now, after these both short form platforms, a lot of the people are going to check out his YouTube. It's not like he's linked them to his YouTube, because he's making sure that only the people who really care about what he does and really care about trading will check out his YouTube. So you can basically tell that the short form platforms are mainly used to get brand new viewers into the funnel, brand new traffic, and then get that traffic to eventually funnel into his YouTube, where he's finally going to start nurturing them. Now, what type of content that he posts is going to be reposts of his Kick streams. So if you don't know, he streams on Kick. I'm not going to go over his Kick streaming in this video because it's pretty basic. The main goal of the Kick is just to have undeniable proof, since he's live streaming trading, as well as giving genuine value on those streams, as well as basically just having VODs to repost onto his YouTube. These streams on average will be up to an hour long. So I absolutely love this style, and it works really well for trading channels especially. And also the length of these trades and length of these videos is insane. At this 1 hour mark, you'd only need to watch like 7 videos to finally fulfill the 7-hour rule. And if you don't know what the 7-hour rule is, it's basically a study done by Google. So 7-11-4 rule. Basically what it says is that a prospect needs to watch 7 hours of your content across 11 different touch points across 4 different locations to finally buy or book in a call. For the 7 hours of content, people only need to watch like 7 of his trading streams to finally fulfill that. And that's pretty easy because people will watch like 1 trading stream or 1 or 2 trading streams every single day. And that will mean that they only take a week to finally fulfill that 7-hour rule and finally get nurtured enough to the point where they're ready to buy. The 11 different touch points just means different videos or different places that they see your face. This will usually be fulfilled from the short form content, since you can consume a lot of different touch points. So they'll watch a few of his reels, they'll watch a few of his TikToks, and then the 7 of his videos are going to nurture them, get them to build a little bit of trust with him. And then also the 4 different locations part is basically just saying that they need to see your face in 4 different separate, completely different locations. So that'll be his TikTok is one location, his Instagram is another location, his YouTube is another location, his X is another location, his Kick is another location. And that's basically the 7-11-4 rule. There's also one other type of content that he posts, which is of course going to be top of funnel content. That'll be sometimes lifestyle, but mostly that'll be some kind of like golden nugget. Golden nugget just means like one big piece of value that the viewer can consume very quickly and get a lot of value from very quickly. For example, the science-based trading strategy that made me $300,000 this month. It seems like a very shiny object. It seems like something that you can implement instantly and get those kinds of results, and it's very attractive because of the big numbers and the edited thumbnails. And this is just getting more people to see his YouTube channel and driving more traffic into his funnel. He's gonna do this every week or 2 weeks. It's pretty variable, and TJR is very consistent. That's one of the biggest things that I've noticed with him. 1.5 thousand videos, and I see a lot of coaches being like, oh, I can't get views or I can't get followers when they only have posted like 20 videos. Like, no crap, you can't get followers. You need to post consistently for a long period of time before you'll finally see those results and finally start nurturing your audience, because your audience also needs time to consume your content and finally be nurtured and trust you enough to finally buy. Again, on his YouTube, there's going to be the same link to the blueprint, but I'm going to get into that in a second, because there's also another part of his funnel that I need to address, which is his X funnel. So basically his X funnel is very different from his other funnels, because it's going to take you to a completely different link right here. I'm going to quickly break down the content that he's posting, and then I'm going to get into that link. In the pinned post, a quick case study, how this 20-year-old trader went from unprofitable to $93,000 in 90 days, and how you can too. He's posted this everywhere. He's also posted this on this page. He's also posted this on his main page for the blueprint. And this is just going to be building a lot of trust and building a lot of authority, since TJR sounds like he knows what he's doing, and he's gotten results, like crazy results, for this guy right here. So he can probably get results for others too. For the tweets, he's again staying on brand. I don't care about the world. I don't care what other people think. That's what he's staying on brand about. Buy in October and go sober. Buy in September and drink till you can't remember. Just the most random stuff. Sometimes he'll also reply to these other tweets. So basically what he'll do is that he'll reply to these tweets and either expand on the joke if it's a funny tweet, or he's just gonna reply to a hater or somebody who's like, oh, be serious, or something like that. For example, right here, Molly Fries Your Brain. I'm assuming this is just gonna be referencing one of the scenes that he had in one of his live streams, as well as over here, when he was replying to this hate message, you need to regroup and be more serious. And he's like, I don't care what you think, I can post what I want. People really support that and like it when people are like, people can't control me, or a free man, I'm a lone wolf. People really appreciate that, and that brand that TJR has built, he stays consistent with it all the time, and that's one of the most important parts of his success. If you are inconsistent, for example, I'll give you a quick analogy right here. If you keep giving people a red apple every single day, they keep getting a red apple from you, and then you're going to give them another red apple, and then after that, another red apple. If you keep giving them red apples, people are going to keep looking at your content. They're going to keep interested in your content as long as they themselves don't change. But the thing is, what if you give them a red apple at the start, then you give them another red apple, but then in the middle, you give them a random green apple? They're going to be like, what the hell? I didn't sign up for this. I don't want to be here. I don't like this anymore, because this is not the thing I was supporting. This is not the thing I came here and subscribed to your channel and started watching your videos for. So basically, keeping on brand is extremely important, because people, if you don't keep on brand, will leave your content and will be uninterested in what you do. You need to be different and you need to be unique. Now we're gonna finally get into that link that he posted on his X. This page is not posted anywhere but on the X. And the first thing you're going to see is the free course, Beginner's Guide to Trading 2025. He's again going to show the video how this 20-year-old trader went from unprofitable to $93,000 in 90 days. This is going to be the same video that he posted on the X before. As I said before, it's just everywhere. He's repurposing this video a lot because I'm assuming it's probably the best results he's gotten, and it's also one of the best performing case studies as well. He'll also link his live trading. As I said before, he streams on Kick. He's gonna link that so that you can check it out at 9 a.m. EST. Streams are also a really good way to nurture the audience, and they're also a great way to build a crap ton of undeniable proof because you just can't deny it. It was live. He can't fake that. There's also the free Discord. Free Discord access. I don't know why more people don't do this. It's just a win-win situation for everybody because the client or the prospect gets a free Discord where he can discuss with all of your other prospects and all of the people who have been successful and have gotten results from your program. So it's even more social proof right from the cow's mouth or right from the camel's mouth. But also you're going to get their email for completely free. You don't even give them anything. You just have the Discord that they can join. You get their email and their phone number for completely free. And you can also get a platform that you can advertise to them on it. So it's just a huge no-brainer. So I definitely recommend a lot of people to start doing this. He'll also link his partners, of course, his affiliate links. But basically the main place he wants people to go from here is this free course where he's going to get their email address. Now he's going to take you to this free course, right? TJR's free 5-hour day trading 101 course built to help you become profitable. Wow, sounds so good, right? Well, the thing that he's just going to do here is he's just going to take your first name, your email, and your phone number, and then he's just going to redirect you straight to one of his YouTube videos, which is a 5-hour day trading course, which he's linked in multiple separate videos that you can find for completely free without giving your email and phone number. So if that doesn't tell you that you can make basically anything into a lead magnet, even a free YouTube video, I don't know what will. But yeah, as I said before, he's going to go straight into the YouTube and you're just going to be engrossed back into the funnel. And as you can see, now you're back into the YouTube where you're going to see the blueprint link. Now, where are you going to go after that? That is going to be straight to the blueprint. People are going to come into this blueprint from his YouTube, from his TikTok, and from his Instagram. And there's this also very interesting thing that he does with the blueprint, which is that he will check your location through your IP address before redirecting you straight to the website. And basically, if you're in a third world country, he's going to redirect you straight over to this page right here, which is Unlock the Last Strategy You Need to Be Finally Profitable. And this is just going to be a $17 ebook. What he's doing here is that he's basically doing a hidden downsell. A hidden downsell is basically when you downsell the prospect based off of one piece of information that you gathered from them, because you know they won't be able to afford the more expensive version and you don't want to waste your time or theirs. So we're not showing them that this is not the blueprint. We're going to make this look like this actually is the blueprint, and this is exactly what they came here for, and this is exactly what we can offer them. This is going to take you over to this quick checkout page. And what's going to happen from this checkout page, this is an assumption from me, but this is personally what I would do for any client. He's going to upsell you into a more expensive product. And the main goal of this product is just to make it faster and easier. So the same result, just faster and easier. This upsell could be anywhere from $50 up to even $500. I'd personally just take them straight into an upsell of $100 course, and then after that present them with the option to go into a $500, and then we're going to keep going up until he has the most expensive product sold to them, which could be anything. But yeah, basically this is just a quick way for him to make more money off of the people who probably can't afford what he does. This is just him making sure that he doesn't waste his team's time, since most of the time people from these countries don't have the funds or the money to pay for this stuff, and usually even if they do, they're really bad clients to work with. I would personally recommend that if you're a newer coach or consultant, you take every single call, because at that point you don't have the liberty of being able to choose who you take calls with. But here TJR actually loses money if he takes calls from these kinds of people, so he has to make sure that he does not take these calls. But getting back into the main page of the blueprint, this system will create the next wave of profitable traders in 2025. Click here to join. I actually noticed this quick thing that he did, a Trustpilot reviews. A lot of people put in 5,000 plus people help, but Trustpilot reviews are just more trustworthy because Trustpilot reviews are familiar to people. They know that Trustpilot reviews are true and are actually in good faith, because actual people are reviewing these. They can't really be faked, or at least they think that the Trustpilot reviews cannot be faked. And so adding these Trustpilot reviews under the CTAs, I've personally tested this, can up the conversion rates of any landing page 5 to 10%. So then he's going to go into a quick bit of value stacking. So live calls with TJR, trade reviews, and then exclusive Blueprint community. I like how he's made this website short and sweet, value stacking, showing the social proof, and then just being like, click below to access the Blueprint. Click here to join. He's put in a little bit of urgency, and he's also made sure that he doesn't say specific amount of spots available, like 3 or 4 spots available. He just says limited spots available to get the same benefit as scarcity, because people are like, oh, I don't know how many spots are available right now. There might not be any left. If they fail on the type form or are just not a good fit for his client, he can just email them being like, oh, sorry, our spots were filled up, so we'll just email you later when we have space available. And this is just a great way to dismantle those prospects who you can't work with because they don't have the money to do it, or they're unwilling to do it. So what he's going to do is that after you enter the CTA, as I said before, he's going to ask you for your email for everything. First name, email, and phone number. And before one of you guys says, oh, I wouldn't give my phone number or my email, first of all, you are not your client and you are not TJR's client. And second of all, you will give your email and phone number if the value is there. For example, if I offered you to just give you 5 clients and their names and their emails who were interested in buying your product, if each of your clients was worth even $100 or $500, you would instantly give me your email and phone number because the value is just so crazy. So after you get your email and phone number, he's going to take you over to the second page. First thing you're going to see is this quick progress bar. It's a fake progress bar. It capitalizes off the sunk cost fallacy because they've already given you their email and their phone number, so they might as well just stick through all the other steps of the funnel. They're already most of the way there, or so they think. And step 1, watch this quick video explaining who the Blueprint program is for, and this is just going to be a quick VSL. After that, Trustpilot review CTA, and then step 2, since spots are limited, we're only accepting dedicated and serious traders. Answer all of the questions below Odyssey. So this is just going to be a type form. I'm going to go ahead and finish up this website quickly, and then we're going to come back to that type form. Learn how Josh cracked the code on trading. 0 to over $93,000 in less than 4 months after graduating from my mentorship program. This is just going to be the same case study / video that was on his X and his links page. As I said before, he uses it absolutely everywhere, how others did too. This is just going to be a lot of Discord screenshots of successful traders and people who have been successful after getting into his program. And then underneath that, you're going to see another Trustpilot review, WAP verified as well, which that's adding another bit of social proof, because since WAP has a very trustworthy brand name to a lot of people, when you say WAP verified, people are instantly going to think you're more trustworthy because you're borrowing WAP's reputation and putting it into what you're selling. Ready to take action. Finish applying now. Limited spots available again. So we're going to come back to that type form. This is going to take you back here. So the type form is basically going to ask you a few questions. Your name, email, to make sure that he has your email. After that, he's going to ask you for your age. So your age, the reason he asks you this is just to make sure you're over 18, because he cannot work with people who are under 18. And the interesting thing that he does here is that if they fail one of the questions, or they're not qualified through this type form, what he's going to do is that he's going to take you over to this book page where you're going to basically be downsold into the book, because he'll be like, oh, my team will reach out to you later and then we'll tell you if you got verified. And then again, he'll go through the whole thing like, oh, there's no spots left, blah, 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 to make sure that they don't come back and start complaining. And he's also making sure that he makes money off of these people, since he can't just send them home. He still wants to make some money off of them. So he's going to redirect them straight to that book where he can make 17 bucks off of them, as well as upselling them into all of his other products. He's also after that going to ask about your income, if you have an income source, and if you're willing to invest. 3 qualifying questions. 1 email question just to get your email, and then your name, of course, just to put you into their database. If you answer wrong to any of these qualifying questions, he's going to send you over to that book page. But if you answer right, he's going to take you over to this book your onboarding call below page. And he's going to again do the Trustpilot reviews, but then he's also going to add in 3,000 plus traders now profitable, with a few images to make it even more believable. Then after that, you're going to go ahead and book in a Calendly call. And that was TJR Trade's $1 million per month sales funnel, broken down into the nitty gritty. All right, so I hope you got a ton of value from that video. If you have any questions, go ahead and feel free to leave them down in the comments below. If you're interested in working with me and you have an info offer that you want to scale beyond your plateau of $10,000 to $20,000 per month and you already have an existing audience, then go ahead and check the first link down below where you can book a free funnel analysis call where I'm going to give you a full funnel audit, explain exactly where your funnel is leaking and how you can fix it. So you're going to get a ton of value from this call, whether or not we decide to work together. So it's a no bueno for you. So go ahead and check that link down below. And if you don't want to do any of that and you just want to watch any other one of my videos, go ahead and check this one out because YouTube thinks that you'll like it. And if you want to watch the full funnel breakdowns playlist, go ahead and check it out right here. And if you want to leave a like and subscribe, which I would appreciate, go ahead and check this button right here. Hoping to see you there. Goodbye.